All right, guys, so in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a brand new set from Vim. This is the FRBB34 set. It's got the new ratchet in there, some super cool features in this kit that you guys are going to want to check out. This set is something you need to add to your box. We're going to put it to the test today and just show you how strong it is. Let's do it. All right, guys, like I mentioned in the intro, today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new set from Vim. It is the FRBB34 set. This set is perfect for you guys that's working under dashes, under seats, and etc. in confined spaces. Also, you motorcycle guys that have to get in those weird angles all the time and it's hard to get a straight Allen or a straight Torx bit in there. These are the sets for you. This set's super cool. It's got a ton of great features, and we're going to go over all of that with you. Before we get started on the actual set itself, I want to kind of talk about the case because this case is very nice. It's an ultra low profile slim case. It's not going to eat up a lot of space in your toolbox, and it's going to fit in those super shallow toolbox drawers just like you want them. If you notice on the top of the case, there is a QR code. So if you ever lose or break one of your bits, you can simply scan that QR code with your phone. It's going to take you straight to Vim's website with a full parts breakdown that will give you every single piece that's in this kit. That way you can get it warranted or replaced super easy. So each one of these bits is made of S2 steel, and that's a super strong steel that Vim has been using for a very long time in their bits. They'll take the abuse that you put on them and they won't wear out very fast, and that keeps you from stripping fasteners. So another plus with this set, like I mentioned, it is a ball end Torx as well as hex set. So it comes with metric hex from 2mm all the way to 10mm, standard hex from 3/32 all the way up to 3/8, and T10 all the way up to T55. So that's going to give you a very good comprehensive bit set already with this. But what makes these even cooler is the ball end that Vim has put on these. If you'll notice, there is a little bit of kind of grooving in there. When you first look at it, you may think that's machine marks, but that's actually there to help grip the inside of the fastener that you're using to make these work even better. So these bits are super cool. If you're not familiar with ball end bits, they have a neck built on them, and that allows for about 15 degrees of angle to be put on them when you're in tight and confined spaces and you can't get on the fastener straight. That 15 degrees will really make a huge difference about getting around hoses or other parts that's in your way when you're trying to remove those fasteners. Not only does the hex have the 15 degree, but also the Torx do as well. So in this kit, there comes a couple of other pieces that make it really cool. First off is the bit adapter that's here. You can use that on a 1/4" drive ratchet that you already have, and that works perfect with any of the bits that come in this kit. And that way you get the ultimate flexibility that you need to get your jobs done. The next piece of equipment that's in here is really, really cool, and that is the ratchet and extension combo kit. This thing is amazing, and it's really going to help you guys get some jobs done faster, especially you guys that's replacing a lot of coil packs. Those little 10mm bolts, they seem to get longer and longer, and it's always in harder to get places. So the way this works is you have a white dot on the ratchet head. There's a serrated edge or serrated dot system that's on the extension itself. When you line those up, it makes a complete pass-through, and that way you can use it like a spinner handle. The black sleeve spins independently to make it super fast to remove longer bolts. So it's a really good option to have when you guys are running in and out, like I say, coil pack bolts, valve cover bolts, whatever. Just those long, low torque fasteners that always seem to eat your time up when you're trying to use a ratchet. If you don't want it to be used as a spinner handle, you can simply not line up those dots, and it makes an extension that also has a magnetic end in it. So you don't have to worry about your bits falling out, which is super cool. If you need a little bit more reach, just simply take the extension and place it in the bottom of the ratchet handle, and that gives you an extra long bit ratchet that you can reach down in those places where you need to get. So the ratchet head itself is reversible, and it does have a thumb wheel on it, and it is a locking flex head. As you can see, it goes 90 degrees, and it has many different locking indications in there in between to put it in any position you need to get those difficult jobs done a lot easier. Okay, so we pretty much covered everything that's in the case itself, what's in the bits as far as the sizes and the different ranges and options that you have. But everybody wants to know just how strong these are. So we're going to go over here to the test bench. We're going to test this kit out, and we're going to show you that these bits will last you a long time and help you get those difficult jobs done much easier. Let's go. All right, guys, so we're over here at our test bench, and if you guys have not seen the channel before and not familiar with it, we've got a meter set up here. We'll zero it out. It'll self-calibrate. When we start applying torque, it will hold at the maximum peak torque that the meter has received, and it will be displayed up here on the screen. So the way we're going to conduct this test, we're going to test two of the parts in the kit. Obviously, we're going to test the ratchet to see what kind of torque it can hold. And we're also going to test the bits themselves just to see how strong they are, because we know S2 steel is an extremely strong and durable material used for bits, so we're going to be testing those today. So we'll start with the bits first and just see how well it holds up, and that way you guys will know. So we'll turn our meter on. We'll let it zero out. You've seen it went to zeros. What we're going to do is we're going to put the bit adapter that comes in the kit on our 1/4" drive ratchet, and we're going to be putting our 10mm bit inside of it. We're going to put it in our socket, and we're going to apply torque until we get to the maximum breakage. To assist in this, just so we have a nice smooth torque curve, we're going to be using our WE26A wrench extender on our TH21 extendable handle. So I'm going to zero the meter out, recalibrate our meter one more time. I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to start applying torque until we get to failure. Okay, as you guys could see, we had a failure with our torque bit at 84 foot-pounds, and it broke the bottom off the torque bit. So when I told you the S2 bits are strong, here's proof. These things are extremely strong and extremely durable. Okay, so here's the pieces. You can see where it broke. I think it did a very, very good job at 84 foot-pounds. Obviously, it did not hurt the bit adapter or our 1/4" ratchet in any way. Okay, for the next portion of our test, we're going to be testing the ratchet that come in our bit. And the way we're going to do that, we're going to be using the 1/4" drive bit adapter that came with the kit. We'll be putting it in the head of the ratchet itself. So we'll zero our meter out. You can see it's at zeros. And we'll put our bit ratchet in there. And we'll start applying force and just see how much it can take. It actually broke right where the center pin goes through. So that shows just how strong the bit ratchet is. Obviously, that's going to be way stronger than any of the normal bits that you would be using to take off the small bolts and stuff that a bit ratchet would be needed for. So that's our test today, guys. Hopefully you find it interesting and you can see the use that this kit would provide in tight access areas to get you in those spots where you normally couldn't get a normal L key or a straight Allen or Torx on, and those confined space areas that we all hate to work in to start with. This will give you some flexibility, as you've seen, up to 15 degrees on those, so it should make things a lot easier on you. Don't be scared of these. Super awesome little set. You guys check them out on your local tool truck or on vimtools.com. Y'all have a great one, and we'll catch you next time.